So there's the new thing where packages get deleted if they're over 8 months old. So thankfully, the powers that be were able to get mine back. So I was saving it for a 250 because that seemed like a nice number. But let's open these. Some of these are like months old. So you're in for a special treat. Yeah, those were auction keys. I usually bid on something cheap, knowing that it'll get returned to me, and then I get the adventure road stuff. Woo! My vault. Probably the same vault. Yay! Happy New Year! 5 months late. This video is being filmed on the 8th of May, so this will probably get posted, I'm guessing, tomorrow. So what do you guys think about the whole, Cubieverse thing? It seems like the volts are gonna go to white volts and blue is gonna be, what did they say, 20%? But it's gonna be double the density. So I don't know. I'm kind of apprehensive about it. Because, the game started off so simple and now it's getting more and more complicated. And now the rewards are going to be based on, like, I guess a random number thing. Where it's going to be like 5 to 18 Cubie coins. So, yeah, I don't know. I've got a lot of Cubie coins, but that's just because they were converted from the crypto, because I never actually made any withdrawals. So, ooh, yay! I remember winning this one, and then I never picked up the package because, well, I didn't need to. Oh, oops, was that myself? Oh well. Yeah, I think some of the older ones are really old. Oh wow, I wonder what I bought there or tried to buy. Ooh, wow. Actually, I think that might have been for the blimp. Cause I bought multiple keys for that loveliness, and unfortunately, well, hey, I was within the top few. I think I was top 10. You can see the video, it's posted, but due to some issues with the contest, including massive glitching, they discontinued it and refunded everyone. So that was probably all those yellow keys I paid for passes. Bummer too. That was like my first time with a shot at top 10 for anything. I'll probably overlay music on this. Jeez. Oh, and the yellow buddy quest things are basically what you can do if you're like, if you can't, for example, park where the BQ is, which sometimes is near this very busy street and there's no parking. So I'll basically momentarily go on side street, trigger it, and then turn off my phone screen. So that way it gives me some minutes for my partner to actually trigger theirs, and then it arrives in my mailbox instead of instead of having to basically move my car every 2 seconds because the local roads are really narrow. So if another car needs to get by, you have to like move yours into someone's driveway, and it's just not pleasant. So that's why some of my BQs are in here. The last few buddy quests though have been all good locations for me. Like, I've had some that were really terrible locations, and the last few were all locations that I actually can get to pretty easily. No more going around the entire town to go. Like, there's this like highway, and basically like to get from one end to the other, you have to go to the next town up and then go back down, and it's impossible. Yeah, I mean, in theory I could have just crossed the actual highway, but then that would be like 2 jug handles, and that's not really a good solution either. So I'm glad that right now at least the BQs are really the stuff that I can get to easily. So 91, woo. Woo, Merry Christmas. Yeah, oops. I think I bought the BP. Oh well. Yay, the wombat. I was really upset I almost lost my wombat. So thank you to, the powers that be for returning my lovely little gifts. Yay! Woo! And yeah, these local I'm not really the most active player. I only do about 2, maybe 3 volts a day. But that's enough to put me onto my local leaderboards because my area isn't very active. So I've actually tried multiple times to like do recruiting, but it doesn't really work out. I have a few referrals, but nothing that big. Yeah, my area doesn't really even have an active Pokemon Go group. I know a lot of people are having good results recruiting from the Pokemon Go crowd, but my area focuses more on like, I don't know, people who, well, don't, I mean, it's suburbia, so I don't know. I think at one point, during the height of Pokemon Go, there was somebody setting out lures in the park near my work, but word on the street is some kids, well, let's just say that they were, robbing people, and like basically it wasn't a safe area after dark, but they were setting lures at like 9 o'clock to try to get kids there. And word is that more than one person was assaulted. So yeah, not really the best area for the geolocation games crowd. I did look into geocaching and stuff, and again, not my specific area. So not really the right demographic for a game like this. We're not really big on trivia or geolocation games in this area. Probably because it's just not urban enough to have high density for anything. Like, I mean, I have started, running and whatnot, so I do walk sometimes to the grocery store or the mall, but that's literally, the grocery store, the closest grocery store is 1.9 miles away, so that's 4 miles round trip, and the mall is about 2.5 miles each way. Actually, I think a little more than 2.5. So it's really not a walkable area. It's all residential. There is a school, but I was the one that reported it as being part of the school, because there were a couple of vaults at the school, and since it was an elementary school, I did not think it was a safe area to have the vaults. So because we don't want strange people hanging around the school, you know what I mean? Let's not deal with that. So the devs moved them. I not quite sure where they moved them to. Actually, I think they might have just been deleted altogether, but unfortunately, this means that besides my 2 UVs, nothing's within a mile and a half of where I live. I actually regret putting UVs far away from me because, well, at the time I thought, hey, put it in the park, whatnot, put it in the city, get some traffic. But I would have been better off putting it close to me so that I can hit them all, Oh, wow, 6,000. So 6,000, what is that? That's 600 green, 6,000 blue. That would be 600 green, 6 teal, 6 red. Whoa, that is a lot of keys. Yay. Oh, I didn't know I have a constricting cubie. Okay. Another yellow key. By the way, every like major city has at least I think every major city, or at least every state, has at least one yellow vault, and the yellow vaults are worth quite a lot. You get the BQ which is every week you can do a buddy quest, and I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably know what they are. But basically, you just show up at the place that's about 2 miles near your house. So within about 2 or 3 miles of your house, of your HQ, your headquarters, which most people have set as their house just for convenience. And basically, you go there, your partner goes to their place at the same time in real life. Real time, same time, different locations. Because theirs is next to their house. And basically, you sit on the seesaw and you get a yellow key. And a yellow key can be used for yellow questions. So, yeah. I mean, I have answered more yellow questions wrong than right because these questions are usually more complicated, so there's not quite enough time to Google. So, yeah. I'm not very good at answering the yellows. But, it's a learning process, It's a learning process. But yeah, so what do you guys think about the whole Cubieverse evolution thing? The system with the print shop, advanced print shops, and the upgrading of the locations and having QB staff locations. I thought that was interesting. I was joking in the Hunter's Lodge about tipping, tipping the pizza guy for the pizza, but I don't know. That might be an interesting mechanic, to actually tip the owner of the UV. That might be an interesting mechanic. I don't know. Wouldn't that be interesting? Just go to if you're ever in like someone else's city, you just tip the Starbucks dude or something. That would be a very interesting thing. So anyway, recently I've been knitting and crocheting. I learned how to crochet Saturday, so really proud of myself because I made a hat and a purse. I also failed to make a flower with leaves bookmark, so it became a dual leaf bracelet because I failed to make a flower. Okay, the flower didn't work, so, and then I was like, ooh, this thing can be a bracelet. And so, yeah, I'm gonna have to attach a flower eventually, but not right now. I also crocheted this like spiral coaster thing and a couple of scrunchies. Scrunchies surprisingly take a lot of yarn and time to make, because they take about 1 hour each, although that's just because I'm not very fast at crocheting. But it's 1 hour and 1 full ounce of yarn, almost 1 full ounce of yarn. I just thought that was a shocking amount of yarn. But I did make the kind with the ruffles, so. Ooh, final 2 packages. Woo! All right. Thanks for listening to me chat for these past several minutes. And as a finisher, let's do a vault. Yeah, I could have answered that faster. Woo! All right, guys. You have a good week. week, I guess. And well, enjoy the game.